another great day. The article I'm sharing with you today is The Difference Between an Economically Independent Wife and a Man. A remarried man's words that awaken numerous women. Nowadays, the social and family status of women is increasing, but the happiness index in marriage does not seem to correlate. Various sharp family conflicts continue to arise. However, if women continue in a different way, they may still end up in a vulnerable position. Even though the status of women has greatly improved, it is often easy to lose to men who seek novelty. They say it's not easy for a man to support a family, but modern women face pressures from all sides comparable to men. I once heard about a remarried man from our hometown living a happy life. After being full of food and drink, he often propagates his theory of happiness. It boils down to a few statements. Men never marry an economically independent wife. What's the difference between an economically independent wife and a man? Women who earn too much money should not be chosen, busy all the time, neglecting the family. You still have to consider her mood, wanting another child. Even if she says it, it doesn't count. When marrying a wife, don't look at her capabilities, just make sure she can cook and have children. The remarried man insinuates and implies, expressing dissatisfaction with his ex-wife. His ex-wife had a master's degree, had a good job. When he married her, he had a shining period. He used to brag everywhere. But after a few years of marriage, his life deteriorated day by day. His ex-wife was busy with work, no time for homemaking and parenting, frequently socializing with male colleagues, chatting and laughing at the dinner table, which made him very dissatisfied. What's even worse, after his ex-wife gave birth to a daughter, worried about affecting her career, she refused to have a second child. He cold-heartedly divorced and married his current wife. Since then, he has lived the life of a family he dreamt of. After that, he developed a strong hatred for economically independent women, spreading negative words about his ex-wife. Today, early in the morning, a hot search topic online, titled Career Advancement Period. Should I quit my job for my boyfriend? Thanks for listening so far. This channel is for everyone to improve better daily. If any of the words or sentences are helpful, then both my team and I will be very happy. Subscribing and following will help keep us moving forward. Let's get back to sharing. The girl, Daisy, is a legal assistant, working under a boss who appreciates her. She's currently in a period of career advancement, while her boyfriend, Dai plans to go abroad to study law for 2 years and become a senior partner within 5 years. Therefore, he hopes Daisy will resign soon, marry him, have children, and become his good housewife in a foreign country. He expresses his love incessantly. I'm planning a grand wedding for you. Daisy is reluctant to resign, and the situation drags on. The two argue and become very unhappy. Many people commented, "Don't quit your job. Money won't leave you, but your boyfriend might. You're like me back then. Don't resign for a boyfriend. Your intestines will regret turning green after a breakup." A man on the internet complained, "I earn over $10,000 a month. My wife earns just over $3,000. I asked her to quit her job. What's wrong with that?" Then someone asked him, "Since you earn over $10,000 a month, are you willing to make a notarized agreement to give half of your salary to your wife?" He fell silent. Even if he earns over $10,000 a month, he's only willing to give some money for his wife to spend, but under the condition that his wife must live according to his wishes and unconditionally contribute everything. Yet, he is unwilling to share half of his income unconditionally. The traditional model of a man being the breadwinner and a woman managing the household is not wrong. What's wrong is his complete lack of respect for his wife's ideas and her sacrifices for the family. He thinks that as long as he contributes some money, he can buy out the rest of his life. All men who demand women to sacrifice their careers unconditionally for love and marriage have this kind of arrogance deep down. Therefore, as a woman, if you are accused by a man of not looking like a woman anymore, it's not pitiful. What's pitiful is some men can't resist praising you as soon as they meet you. You look like someone who can take care of others. You are really suitable to be brought home as a wife. Believe me, The men who say these words most likely plan to be the head of the household in marriage, to be domineering in front of women. What's the difference between an economically independent wife and a man? They enjoy the same dignity as men, possessing the same right to choose. There's really no difference. In the past, economically dependent women, their destiny was almost controlled by men. Even when facing a scoundrel, it was challenging to leave. Due to economic dependence, they were easily looked down upon by scoundrels. However, modern women not only manage a household, but also take on a career, striving to be a superwoman. Yet some men still have objections. But if women really choose not to be economically independent, it may reduce their attractiveness to men. After all, most men like attractive women, and attractive women often need some degree of economic independence to continually enhance their charm. Most men prefer to marry women who are gentle and submissive, even though economically independent women are no different from men. A remarried man's words stir up the circle of friends. Actually, men who have such thoughts only want to use a portion of their own salary to buy out the second half of a woman's life. That's all. Men themselves are evaluating based on self-interest, putting themselves at the center. Women may give up the life they could originally choose, investing all their chips in this man. Such women probably don't have much attraction for men either. The future life may not necessarily be happy. When men question why women are unwilling to be economically independent, complain that women are no different from men, they should first set aside their own desire for independence, combine it with the actual living conditions, and then make judgments and allocations. After all, a happy marriage cannot do without mutual tolerance between two people. That's all for today's sharing. Wrong ones part ways. Right ones find their way. Feel free to leave comments and tell me your feelings. Don't forget to like and share with your friends.